Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this trendy Bubu kimono. As you can see, it has two front pockets and a trouser. If you want to see how I made the trouser, kindly check out my previous video. And if you're new to the channel, you're highly welcome. Kindly like, share and subscribe, and kindly stay tuned to the end of this video. Thank you so much for stopping by, and let's get started. So guys, for this tutorial I'm going to be using 2 yards of the Ankara fabric and 2 yards of the black fabric. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna head to lay out 1 yard and we're going to place our measurements. So first things first, I'm going to measure out my neck. For my neck width I'm going to be using 3 inches, and for the neck depth I'm going to be using 1 inch. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead right now and mark that out. And after marking that, I'm going to connect it together, just as you see me doing. So guys, next thing we're going to be taking is the length of the dress, the length of the kimono. So the length of the kimono is actually 45 inches, okay? But I'm going to be taking out 40 inches for the Ankara part. So I'm going to mark out 40 inches and I'll be adding 1 inch for allowance. And I'm going to go ahead and rule that out. So guys, next I'm going to mark out the shoulder. My shoulder is 15 divided by 2, 7.5 plus half inch, 8 inches. And then from that 8 inches, the rest allowance we have is 9.5, and that's going to serve as the sleeves. So I'm going to go ahead right now and make the shoulder slant. So to get the shoulder slant, I'm going to come down by 1 inch at the edge of the fabric. So guys, go down by 1 inch, and I'm going to go ahead right now and slant it into the neck, just as you see me doing. And after slanting it, we're going to go ahead and cut this out. So we cut the shoulder, the neck and the down parts. Okay, so guys, after cutting it out, this is what we have for the back. The fabric we cut out is about 5 inches thereabouts, and we're going to replace that with the black fabric. Okay, so guys, this is what we have for the back. I'm going to go ahead right now and mark this out on the wrong sides, and I'm going to keep it aside. I'm going to keep this aside and we're going to cut the front part. So I've gone ahead to lay out the front, and I'm going to be marking out the shoulder. I'll mark out the shoulder at 8 inches, and then I'll mark out the neck width by 3 inches. And we're going to take this 3 inches all the way to the down. Okay, so we're going to go down by 3 inches, just as you see me doing. So guys, next thing I'm going to do is to take out the length. So for the length, I'm going to place my tape at the tip of the fabric, and then I'm going to go down by 40 inches, and I'll be adding 1 inch for allowance. Okay, I'm going to go ahead right now and rule this out, and I'll mark out 3 inches all the way to the end, and I'll connect it together. Next thing we're going to be doing right now is to take the shoulder slant. For the shoulder slant, I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch at the edge of the fabric, and I'm going to slant that into the neck. And after slanting, you're going to go ahead and cut it out just like this. So this is what we have. I'm going to go ahead right now and take out the fabric that's not useful, and then I'm going to go ahead right now and mark the wrong sides. So guys, this is what we have. I've gone ahead to cut out the straps I'll be needing for the black fabric, and I cut out 11 inches for the down part, On fold, I have 5.5. So guys, if you're using a thicker fabric on ashoke, I advise that you don't cut it on fold. My fabric is lightweight, that's why I cut it on fold. And I cut for the front and for the back. For the width, I just used the measurements I had at the edge of the fabric, right? And then for the depth, I used 11 inches on fold 5.5. So guys, I'm going to be attaching this to the Ankara fabric for both the front and the back, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do it for all the sides, okay? And I'm going to go and sew it and come back and show you guys what I have. So guys, I've gone ahead to stitch it for the front and the back, and this is what it's looking like. I'm going to go ahead and open up the back, and I'm going to bring out the straps for the side, okay? So guys, the black fabric for the side, the length is the length of the Ankara fabric, and the width is 11 inches. On fold is going to be 5.5 inches, okay? So we're going to put this on fold. I'm going to go ahead and stitch it at the side. So guys, when you're stitching, ensure that you hem the down part before joining it to the Ankara fabric so that the end is not bare. I'm going to go ahead and do it for both sides of the back and also for the front. Okay, I cut out 4 straps. Each side has a strap. Mine is cut on fold by 11 inches. And if you're using an ashoke or a thicker fabric, please do not cut on fold. Just hem the sides and join it together. Like I said, my fabric is lightweight. That is why I folded it into 2. So guys, I'm going to go ahead right now and do this for all the sides. So guys, I'm going ahead to do that, and I'm going to slant the shoulder to meet the black fabric. Yes, so you're going to go ahead and slant it all the way to ensure that it's equal. And I'm going ahead to do that on all the sides. So next thing we're going to be doing is to join the shoulder. So you're going to place the front on the back, and then you're going to go ahead and join the shoulder. So guys, I'm gonna head to do that, and now we're going to be attaching the band to the neck, okay? So guys, I'm gonna head to cut out the straps, and I have 5 inches, and on fold I have 2.5 inches, okay? So I have 5 inches, and on fold I have 2.5 inches. So we're going to attach this to the neckline. So guys, before attaching this to the neck, I'm going to go ahead and stitch both straps together. So guys, after stitching both straps together, we're going to go ahead and attach this. So guys, in order to attach this, what you want to do is to notch the midpoint of the back neckline, okay? And after notching it, I'm going to go ahead and attach the band from the place where I joined it, and I'm going to stitch on both sides just like this, okay? So guys, I've gone ahead to do that, and this is what we have. I also went ahead to cut out the pockets, and the pockets I cut it by 10 inches by 10.5. So for the width is 10 inches, the depth is 10.5. After folding all the edges, I have 9 inches. So guys, I added the paper stay to make it a little bit stiff. And after folding all the edges, I have 9 inches, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and attach the pockets to the dress, okay? So guys, in order to do that, from the shoulder, we're going to come down by 16 inches, okay? So guys, measure 16 inches from the shoulder, and you want to mark that out. I'm going to go ahead and rule that out. So guys, after ruling that out, you're going to mark out 2 inches from the edge of the Ankara, just as you see me doing. 2 inches for the distance between the band and the pocket. And then after doing that, we're going to measure out 9 inches from the 16 inches we marked. We're going to measure out 9 inches from the 16 inches we marked, and we're going to rule that out. Yeah, that 9 inches is the length of the pocket, and then we're going to connect the lines together. And then I went ahead to place the pockets down. Okay, so guys, ensure that you do it just as you see me doing, and then we're going to stitch 3 parts together just as you see me doing. You're going to ensure that you leave the upper part so that your hands can pass through. When you're stitching, ensure you stitch only on the front. Don't stitch it to the back, please. I'm going to go ahead and do that for both sides, and I'll come back and show you guys what I have. I've gone ahead to to sew the pockets down, and this is what we have. As you can see, it's looking really beautiful. So guys, next thing we're going to be doing is to stitch down the kimono together. So guys, from the shoulder we're going to come down by 10 inches for the sleeves opening, and this is where you're going to be passing your hand. And then from that 10 inches we're going to stitch down all the way to the end. Okay, so guys, please ensure that when you're stitching you push in the stitches at the edge inside, okay, so that when you stitch on top it's looking nice on the outside. Okay, so guys, I'm going to go ahead and do that for both sides, and I'll show you guys what I have. I've gone ahead to do that, guys, and this is what we have. It's looking really pretty and it's coming together. As you can see, the stitches appeared inside. Okay, I ensured that when I top stitch to join the fabric together, the stitches appeared inside, and on the outside it's looking clean. Okay, so guys, this is what you ought to have, and that's it. So guys, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you so much guys for watching up until this point. I really appreciate your stopping by. Please kindly like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much guys. Bye.